everyone, and welcome back to the NRW, where nerds rule the world. I'm Heather Hurt, and that's Kuya P, and he made me watch something about Jesus.
Jews for Jesus.
I am not a Jew for Jesus. We can get into that conversation later. What the okay, anyway. We're not
I knew that would grab you. I knew that'd grab you.
All right, let's talk about the Carpenter's Son.
What awaits us when we turn at last to death? Let my faith endure. Faith. My only strength to bear against the devil itself. For years we live in hiding, driven from every home. He bears a power he cannot understand, a power I cannot contain.
Is he my father?
You put that in your mind. Do you want to know a secret? I know one that can free you.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Is he from your angels or from demons?
You were always afraid, greatly afraid.
My faith has been shattered!
I'm the accuser of life. I am the adversary. And why am I here?
To torment me.
Yes.
All right, so the Carpenter's Son is the plot is pretty simple. It is a retelling of the story of Jesus and his fight. How close that retelling is, of course, and if this is truly Jesus are in question, of course, no spoilers. But this is technically a horrific retelling of the trials of Jesus, and they come from the dark prophecies. I think that's what they call them at the beginning of the film. It's stories that did not make it into the New Testament. That's kind of it. And it stars Nicolas Cage. That's the plot. It stars Nicolas Cage. The film is written and directed by Lotfy Nathan. It stars Nicolas Cage as the carpenter, Noah Jupe as the boy, FKA Twigs as the mother, Isla Johnston as the stranger, and I'm going to say her name wrong. Suhelia Jacob as Lilith. I think that's how you say that. And I'm trying to find her. I can't see her in her. Where is her? Where is she? I can't find her. There's a couple other characters that are very, very important that I just can't find on the list, and that's okay. It took a lot to make this film. This was very like artistic, and that some very interesting characters in it. So with that, Kuya P, what were your initial thoughts? We had a trailer react to this.
Yeah, we did have a trailer react. I was intrigued by the idea. I love taking down norms, pissing people off to a degree. And it's just challenging. We recycle a lot of concepts. The Bible has always been, we've have a plethora of Bible like Christian related type films. It was only a matter of time that we do something else and different and challenging those ideas, because what if you don't exactly believe in it in so many different respects? So I was very intrigued by the notion of a horror take on the Bible and its characters, because to be honest, y'all, I don't know if y'all know, outside of this hosting thing that I do here with NRW, I'm a filmmaker, actor myself. I actually had a concept for a project eons ago. Heather is probably not aware of this. I don't think she's aware of it at all. That I had an inner story within a other project idea of a character that was a zombie take you would probably say the most notable thing is The Walking Dead now in regards to zombies, but it was like it was called like Jesus of the Dead within the comic itself. It was a very Kevin Smithy style story within another story that I had that is part of a crux of the storyline. So it was cool to see this in certain respects, to just be that blasphemous thing that's going to piss people off in different respects. So, but also just challenging thought and really going to the core of what is supposed to be the intention, but people want to twist it and do all different things with it. So anyway, I thought this was refreshing and cool to see and challenging and going to piss people off. And I was here for it and still am, you know?
I can understand a lot of that. And honestly, I'd probably be in the same boat if we did not have so much other Jesus content. And I'm not talking about the stuff they're trying to put in schools right now. I'm talking about the regular stuff on Prime Video. I think HBO has a show. And I think Prime has 2 shows, and I think HBO has a show. And I'm tired. I'm tired. Not to hate on anybody. It's just a lot of content that already talks about these same stories. So if that hadn't have happened, I think I'd be in Kuyapi's exact same spot. I like something that goes against the norm. I love horror, and I love something that will definitely that will make a couple of old white women pearl clutch to the greatest of their abilities. But due to everything else, I think this was just poor timing. If this had come out 2 years ago, last year even, I think I'd be a lot more in your boat. And I went into it. If I told Kuyapi that I would not watch this movie unless he made me. So with that, let's get right into our review. Kuyapi, what were your thoughts?
It's not a great film. It's not a great film. I'm not the most religious person in the world, again. But I have a lot of relatives that are, and respect to them and everyone's belief. I just don't push your stuff onto me. You know what I'm saying? And I respect everybody with other religions as well. I think religion also, to be honest, is the biggest problem. And if you really are supposed to be at the foundations of the core of all of your beliefs, you shouldn't, make and have people feel a certain respect just because they don't follow you, and so on and so forth. So anyway, that's a lot there, and I'm pretty sure people are clutching their pearls right now from those statements. But whatever. I, in regards to the film, thought Nicolas Cage, he's doing his Nick Cageiest in this, and I love it and also hate it all at the same time. Let's be real. But entertaining. FKA Twigs, she was awesome in Crow, that remake that a lot of people don't like, but whatever. I enjoyed it. It's cool to see her doing eclectic stuff, doing different stuff. She's not following the traditional ride that other musicians turned actors are doing. So I give her props there. The other actors aren't too familiar with, but they did the job. I just think it could have benefited from, even though they wanted to tie it to this religion, give more into it. I think they are approaching fans with the familiarity to Jesus and the storyline, but it needed a little bit more meat, if you will, for me, to give you something more. You're hitting people in the face by talking on religion, utilizing these stories, but give it some more, to make it hit more. And to me, that's its failure. It's enjoyable in that it's different and it's a horror take. I'll give it those pluses, but it's a mediocre film. I can't heavily say it's a great film, but I also can't say it's a bad film. So it's just right there on that medium line. I'd give it a 5 in a way, even though we don't give numbers, Heather. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's not great. It's okay.
My take is probably a little bit lower than Kuyapi's. I was honestly bored by this film. I was not impressed by it. I will to Kuyapi's statement where Nicolas Cage was Nicolas Cage. It was actually pretty fun to watch him at times be this very devout, religious Jewish man who was trying to figure out who this young boy was and to protect him to the best of his ability. and we have said this in the past, if this is not something that is in your wheelhouse, and we said this about Wicked, if you cannot sing, if you cannot act a certain way, then do what you can with your talent. Do it with your ability. Don't pretend like you need to be something else. And I think that's something that Nicolas Cage has always done well. He can Nicolas Cage any day. He can be the most Nicolas Cage that he needs to be. And honestly, there were times where he impressed me with how Nicolas Cagey he was in the acting. So I will give him credit for that. FKA Twigs, honestly, was kind of in this role. I agree with Kuya P. I think that she's going and she's taking chances that are really great for her. But and she does play a very docile character, but it was kind of, I honestly kind of wonder if she was even in this film, if people would even notice she was gone. Because she was just such a background character that it was like, eh. Noah Jupe did everything he could, I think, as this Christ-esque character. I actually loved, I'm going to say her name wrong. I know I am. Sohalia, I've said it, I think I said it differently when I said her name, who plays Lilith. I actually liked her the most. The character was very well formed. I think of all of the characters. The most well-formed of all the characters, but the movie itself was boring. I think the runtime was only like an hour and a half, right?
I can't remember offhand, but it was, yeah.
It wasn't like a long film, but it felt long. It didn't feel like it was going anywhere at times. I got bored. And I'm not going to deny, I did, when Kuya P and I talked about this initially, I did not watch it to the end. Because I was so freaking bored. I did go back and finish it. Don't get mad. I did go back and finish it. But this was boring. It was a boring horror film. It was a boring, like, I like the concept, but it just did not fulfill the expectation that it could have.
Respect. I respect that.
So but here's the thing, and this is where bias is so important when it comes to critics. If this had come out last year, and I was not so over the concept already, would my opinion have been different? Would it be more, and I don't think it's going, I would say that I would consider this a good film, but would I be more center like Kuya P? That is a question, and that is a personal bias that I need to make sure that I check, because I wasn't excited for this film to go into. And that's actually poor criticism on my part. So acknowledging that. Kuya P, final thoughts.
If you want to see something different, you've seen enough Christian biblical stuff all over the place, and you want to possibly annoy those family members that are touting that all up in your face. Now you have a film to just watch them clutch their pearls, and I want to see those reactions. So record it and throw that up online and let me see it. Yeah, man, I think everybody should figure themselves out for themselves. I think religion is pushed onto us from a very young age, and we don't have the opportunity enough to figure things out for ourselves. And I think I appreciate films like this that'll help people with that and figure themselves out. I don't know. This is totally going sidebar off of a film, but also into realities and people and individuals and religion. And you're not supposed to talk about religion and politics, but we're living in hell right now in regards to politics. So fuck it now. Like, the world's ending. Why not talk about religion and how we need to just do better, people? I think we're not talking about how we need to do better enough. And that's why I'm going to just fucking say what I feel. And that's why I'm saying it right now. So go piss somebody off and let them watch this film. If they're touting the Bible and pushing it down your throat, let them enjoy this film and enjoy their reactions. I'm here for it. There you go.
Rock on, rock on. The point of inclusivity is that you accept everyone, but when someone decides to push something a little bit too heavy, you have your right to push back. There is a reason that I wear pentagrams in public now. I used to be terrified to do that because I used to think it would upset somebody, but you know what? Not anymore. If you can wear a cross, I can wear a pentagram. It's okay. Just to tag into that, my final thought is even though we did not like it, that does not mean this movie is not for somebody out there. We have never, ever said never, do not go see a movie. I am not a fan, but if this might be your movie, this might be your Jesus movie. Almost everyone has that Jesus movie that they love. I don't. But with that being said, this might be the one for you. It is in theaters right now. Big question that we always answer, is it worth seeing in theaters? No. Personal opinion, no. This is not worth, even the regular, like, discounted $12 ticket or whatever. I don't think this is worth it. Just wait till stream. We do not know what streaming the channels this will be on yet, but I think this is a stream film. I think this is a streamed film. Now,
I'm with you on streaming. Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, what QP just said, if you need to put some family members in check this Thanksgiving season, definitely pay for a ticket to go take them to this.
I like that too. Yeah.
So I'm gonna
get those smartphones ready and record those reactions. I'm ready to check them out.
Absolutely, let's do it. With that being said, if you disagree, if you've already seen this film, it has been out for a couple of weeks. If you've already seen this film and you actually really enjoy it, tell us below. Tell us we're wrong. We like to hear that we're wrong. We like to know why you disagree. If you want to get mad at us for our statements on religion, do that too. It helps our algorithm.
Yeah, hit us up in the comment. Tell me I'm blasphemous and I'm a heathen. I'm ready for it.
It's fine. We'll do what we need to. With that being said, like, subscribe, share, all of those things, and we will see y'all soon.